Hey there, on my timer it's 12:33, so that's like 333. So that might be an angel number that you're seeing a lot of. And if you do see that often, then this could be for you. But I don't usually say that. So if you watch the channel, then you know what's up. All right, so we're gonna ask the angel, saints, ancestors, and spirit guides into our energy for divine guidance with messages for our highest and greatest good. So it is and so it will be. Okay, I feel like look at privileged lady and occupation. So you might be working from home person, or this could be something that what you do puts you in a very stable, secure position. People may see you as someone who they may look up to. Okay, I feel like there's unexpected income potentially coming in. Let's get some more info. Thank you, Spirit. Please help the channel understand what is needed to know at this time. We have bad health. Okay, there's concern regarding bad health. And again, we have like 333. And then we also have 4 and 3. 4 and 6, sorry, that equals 10. So I feel like this is like an ending. There could be a concern regarding an ending. Something kind of coming to a head. There's like an outcome here. I don't think it's a desired outcome. I feel like somebody knows, okay? And I feel like somebody, because of what they know, it's like this bad health, this lack of wellness, whatever this represents, okay? It could be just like someone's not feeling great, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. I feel like it's all of those to be considered. Someone is like concerned because they're like hands over the mouth and they're like, oh shit, okay? Okay, yeah. I said, oh shit. That's the energy I'm getting with like the despair, more 3s. This breaks down to a 5. I feel like it has something to do with maybe a male, a main female, main male energy here. All right, I feel like someone's unwell as it relates to whatever these two have been up to, okay, is the context. All right, thank you, Spirit. Because I feel like we all needed to know who is in bad health and who's concerned. It's about those two. Whoa, hey. Okay. We have an official person and a courtship. Yeah. That finishes the statement, okay, of in context about who we're talking about here. So there's this couple, okay? They may have actually married, okay? I feel like they may have actually met at work. All right. They may have married for the sake of personal gain. Maybe something looked really good on the outside. Appearances looked great. But I feel like there's like difficulty now. There's something about a courtship here. And then there's this official person. So there could be somebody that they're dealing with when it comes to, either the official person is dealing with this couple. Maybe there's someone that is going to be notified of something here. So this could be a notice. This could be someone who's higher ranking. It could be police. It could be lawyer, someone in some sort of official authority type position. They may receive some sort of information. It also could be a doctor. It could be someone in the medical field. They could be getting information about someone who's unwell here. All right. I feel like somebody's finding out about this. And it may either be the other person in this courtship, or maybe someone is seeing someone outside of their dynamic here. Maybe they're married to somebody and they very much could be having an outside relationship at work here. Or they've been, feeling like they need to get out of a situation because they feel like it's not good enough for them. I feel like there's always chasing something here. But I'm getting like a marriage, a courtship, something official. So I don't know if like someone's getting bad news and maybe they're hearing it from someone official here. Occupation. Okay, it has courthouse as well. Yeah, I feel like someone's getting like paperwork, confirmation or something. This could be like someone's unable to do something. What is going on with this situation? Message of concern. Let's get more cards out. This is number 22. So that's a 4. This is a 4. So 4, 4. Okay, and then I have a 7, a 5, an 8, and a 5. Toil and labor. I feel like somebody's finding out information. I feel like someone is dealing with bad health. I feel like something that they might be hearing about is official news information. It could have something to do with a courtship or who they're seeing on the side. Someone who they may not have anything official with. I feel like it might have something to do with the courthouse. It may have something to do with what maybe was done at work or what's been transpiring at work. This could be where this courtship's playing out. Not quite sure. There could have been something that was leading somebody down a certain path and direction. I feel like there's a need to make changes. There's also like awakening and enlightenment even. Okay, I feel like there is a message of concern here. So I feel like there could be some sort of transition playing out here too. Huh, all right. What else we got? A community here. It's almost like there's, I don't know if you can notice, but it's almost like there's somebody in the background here that's kind of like, I don't know, kind of like fishy, but this child doesn't look cared for. Like they've outgrown their pants. They have like clothes and things that don't fit them. It's kind of like not well cared for. So maybe this is a bit of the concern here. Maybe there's, you know, again, more concern here. It may have something to do with someone not taking care of something or being responsible or accountable for things. All right, so kind of the energy that I was getting in the background was like this shady dude. Okay, see the shady dude in like the way back right there. Okay, he's that guy. All right, and so what I'm getting is I feel like this child may belong to one of these two. Okay, and I feel like they've been up to no good. I'm getting like they've been up to no good. I feel like that might be the message of concern, and that might be like why someone might be unwell. It could be courthouse related because there's something that is playing out here. There's some unexpected income. What's that about? That's a number 9. Okay, there's some sort of judgment playing out here. Some sort of court ruling. There's like legal issues. I feel like somebody may have exchanged money for something, or stole money, or tried to take money that doesn't belong to them. Something relating to a mature woman here. This could be a mother figure. I feel like something could have been done. It could have been like a sister-in-law or someone who's in the feminine energy here. It could be a masculine and feminine energy. There could be a mother wound here as well. I mean, this could represent quite a bit, but what I'm getting is that I feel like somebody did something like on the internet, or there was something that was done like that was fraudulent. Maybe someone stole money, took something. I feel like someone's wanting to like unanchor and go in a new direction. I feel like maybe this might be something that was motivating them, thinking that like there is a way to kind of like, this is playing out in the distant horizon. So I feel like this is like, you know, someone being held accountable for something that maybe they would not like to be held accountable for. Maybe they didn't think they'd get caught. This also could be like, we saw the house, so somebody could have tried to steal someone's home or did steal someone's home. Look at, I feel like someone is busy thinking about the past, or somebody that is not currently in their energy. All right, so they're heavily thinking of you. All right, they're thinking about maybe packing up and going with you because they're with a false person. Okay, as well as maybe dealing with some sort of imprisonment here when it comes to this. I feel like they're remembering what they had with you because all they have with this energy is difficulty. I feel like there's a lot of difficulty. Someone's wanting to, like, I feel like somebody may have done something online that was immoral and illegal and lacked ethics. And that's why they're under adjudication, and that's why the courthouse is here. It might have something to do with what somebody does for work. Okay? You might hear about this soon. So there might have been like a coordinated effort, and this is the ringleader. Okay? I feel like whoever this is, they had free will choices to do what they did. They're being held accountable for that. Whoever this past energy is that was courting somebody else, I feel like, or this could be someone new, but I'm getting like this is someone who's like reminiscing. All right. And so I'm getting like they're trying to come up with a plan on how to leave where they are and come back to you. So this is what they're plotting. Okay. Yeah. So they're trying to come up with a plan because they realize if they stay with this energy, they will be trapped forever. I feel like someone feels bound and stuck to this karmic. Okay, so we're dealing with that. Look at, I feel like someone realizes that you are the gift. You are the blessing. Maybe someone made a false promise. Maybe someone was bamboozled and thought that this person was the gift, but come to find out they're false. There's also that. Sudden wealth. Yeah, someone promised somebody sudden wealth. Look at here, the thieves come out. The thieves come out at night. Right? They've got dark attachments. They have things that they carry around with them everywhere they go. Okay? They came after you because you're high honor. Right? I feel like they may have always wanted to be high honor, and so they pretend and they steal and they lie and they defame and they slander, okay, because they can't get it themselves, so they have to take it from other people. So there's that energy, okay. Someone was promised a gift, and it was by the other counterpart here, the other karmic partner, whoever that was. Masculine or feminine, doesn't matter. Feminine, masculine, whatever. Family room. Yeah, they live together. I feel like they may even feel like they're living with exactly who they are. Oh my goodness, we have despair. Yeah, I feel like somebody may be kicked out of the house and have no place to live. Okay? They both may lose their home. Okay? Something went awry here. What happened? I feel like lovers and the great fortune. Okay, I feel like somebody betrayed their soulmate for the promise of great fortune, and finding out now that the soulmate that they traded in for is the one with the great fortune. So what they have coveted this whole time, they actually lose, and the one who had it the whole time gets to keep it. So I feel like they tried to steal this from you. They tried to steal what was your right. There was like something that was done to break up whatever this is, but all it did was bring in exactly what is meant to be. Whatever wasn't meant to be, like, I feel like that was something that was released. Okay, I feel like this was something that actually worked out in your favor. I feel like whatever you lost, you were meant to not have, and so therefore it was never necessarily meant for you in the long term. It might have been meant for you for the sake of this lesson. And I feel like that takes a whole lot of like self-acceptance here. I feel like you realize that you're the jackpot. Right? And I feel like you're attracting the jackpot, okay? Because you now recognize this. protect this, honor this about yourself. And as a result of you having that self-love and self-worth, you attract that into your reality. Okay, you're golden. Okay, I have a community here. What does the community have to say? Okay, I feel like you have sat back and watched all of this go down. Okay, I feel like they know that you deserve much better than what you were accepting into your reality. And they may have been bamboozled by this person too. I feel like there is an ending to the situation once and for all. And change will occur for the better of all. Okay. Then I have a main male confirming the coffin. Okay, so this main male, this main female, like whatever the shenanigans over a main female, these two, the party is over. Okay, the party's over. All right, party's over. I feel like all for the desire of greed. Okay, I feel like change is on the horizon. You could be relocating, moving, repurposing things. You might be somebody who like collects things and like brings them back to life. I feel like something's being brought back to life. Like there's change here. That's the one thing you can bank on. That's change. I feel like there's been good changes here. I feel like you made the changes you were asked to make. All right, you're evolving, you're maturing. You're being seen as someone who is the opposite of this, right? I feel like you have I feel like somebody, maybe someone who would have thrown you out like trash. It's like you are someone else's treasure, baby. You are someone else's treasure. They find themselves in poverty, or they will be, because that what they coveted, okay, what they cherished, what they valued, what they chased was pain and suffering and poverty for you. Okay, so guess what? Guess what? Look at mature man and a message. Somebody wants to talk about it. Somebody has something to say. What is this? Somebody what do they have to say? What's this message? Let's see. Oh, it has something to do with maybe a new creation or a child. Something that has been created. Okay, can you tell me some more about this? No? All right. Let's see. We have another card deck we can use. In fact, I'm going to do a bit of shuffling over here, okay? Because we need some space. All right. What are you trying to tell us? I feel like there's like a common denominator or somebody that you know that knows them or something like that that might want to communicate with you. I feel like they've been sitting in the background observing everything, watching everything. They've not necessarily been involved, but I feel like they're aware of the situation. Okay? And they very much may want to reach out, or you might find out something. This could have something to do with like a grandfather, some sort of father figure, someone who actually could be a bit older than you, or not, doesn't have to be. Maybe somebody who has, let's see, tell us what's going on here. Thank you. Yeah, divine timing. So you must be like, yeah, look at, somebody wants to talk about, look, the fact that there is something that was created from someone who put you in competition. Okay? Yeah, that's the message. And it could be coming from this gentleman or gentle woman. It doesn't have to be a man. Although it does say mature man, so I do feel like we can probably stick to that, okay? Yeah. Yeah, I feel like there's child play here. That's what I'm getting. Child play. All right. We have here twin flame. All right, so I feel like there could have been something that helped mirror back to you what you needed to prioritize in your life. And this was your own independence, your own financial stability, you know, realizing like where you put your energy matters. Okay, and I feel like you learned a new perspective here, and you were able to like redirect things back to you. You also understood that this person was only interested in financial gain, okay? And so you moved on. I feel like you're building your own bank account, so whatever you've made has been growing. There's someone who wants to continue to hold on and be clingy, okay? This is that past energy. They don't want to let it go. Okay, we're dealing with a toxic, narcissistic energy, negative energy, and manipulation. I feel like they're currently evaluating things. I feel like they find themselves in a stinky situation. Okay. Intimacy. I feel like there is some sort of like trying to see how they can get back in your energy. I feel like they want to kind of like use their old ways, right? That this is the only way they know, which is to come across in a lustful way. I feel like, you know, that's how they operate. You see things differently now. Like, you're not interested. They know that you are loyal. However, they want forgiveness. I feel like you understand there's no loyalty here. There's no loyalty among thieves. Like, okay? Like, you're in this situation because you deserve to be in this situation. All right? I feel like your shit has finally caught up to you. And you can't even stand the shit you've done. It stinks so bad. So, I feel like someone has to sit in it. Someone has to sit in their own shit. Someone has to clean up their own mess. I feel like they're trying to plot and plan to kind of how to get back into your energy. And I feel like they're trying to come up with ways to, yeah, look, fresh start. They want a fresh start. You know, someone got fired. Someone's dealing with karma. Someone's left out in the cold. Whatever they coveted before, you know, they no longer have. I feel like they realize that you deserve something far better. And as soon as this energy comes in, they're blocked, like, forever. And they know this. They absolutely know this. I feel like they see that you are the jackpot. And, you know, there's an ending here with this main female that they were dealing with on the side. I mean, this is what it was all about, right? This was worth ending your situation before. So now that this didn't work out, they want to come back around. I mean, put you in competition again. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of people that know a lot. They've been quiet. I feel like things are playing out in court. Okay, so they're dealing with like actual physical jail. Okay. Again, like they're still dealing with this energy here. And what I'm getting is that there's concern here because things are going awry and whatever they were promised, they're not receiving. I feel like they consistently think about you and how they can get back into your energy. Okay, this is somebody who thinks that like they can just put you on the shelf and come back to you later when they need you, right? It's like you're a resource to them, okay? I feel like this person, this is a pattern, okay? This is a repetitive pattern. I feel like somebody is unwell, okay? And they're dealing with court, legal issues. There's something official that is coming out, like it might be officially recorded, so it could be findable on the internet, okay, of what's been going on. Okay, I do have, you know, house here. So something's going on. I feel like somebody married somebody because they thought like the optics looked good. And then behind the scenes, they get to do whatever they want, right? There's that. So let's get more info here. This could be someone who's like super, super in the ego there. Okay, I feel like, yeah, they were dealing with a Sagittarius, Leo, and an Aries, or you could be a Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, heavy fire sign energy, heavy passion, lust energy. Okay, this person could be someone who kind of like instigates. I'm getting an instigator, action, yeah, taking messages. Yeah, I feel like somebody wants to reach out and send you a message. I feel like they have unhealed childhood wounds. And as a result, this is what's contributed to the physical passion and the lust, okay? I feel like somebody wants you to compromise on your boundaries, okay? So I feel like there's that. I feel like there's that mirroring energy of picking up on. They're unhealed, and they only know the unhealed version of you. All right, I feel like you've learned what you needed to learn. I feel like this person showed you the wounds that you needed to heal, and you did that healing, and as a result, you learned a lesson, and this was a karmic lesson to you, okay? And I feel like they're currently learning a karmic lesson as well. When we were getting all these messages, you know, regarding this other situation here, I feel like there's something playing out as it relates to this child, and it very well could be like maybe there's a bit of legal issues regarding that child. I'm not sure. Okay. I feel like this was a group that you associated with, that you partied with, or you spent time with, holidays, barbecues, like whatever, birthdays, you know. I feel like this was a group that you were associated to, and they all betrayed and stabbed you in the back and were part of the betrayal, and they were part of the deception and the dishonesty. And it's been going on and on and on and on and on. And I feel like they're finally getting caught up, okay? So I feel like they're learning their lessons now for getting involved in your life and the way that they did and how they handled themselves. Yeah. All right. There is this need to like, this person will always be looking around for the next big thing. They're never going to be satisfied, okay? That's the reality of the situation. And these people knew it. These people knew that this person was doing it, and they celebrated it. They cheered it on, is what the sick part is. Okay, they all like cheers this person going behind your back and cheating on you and trashing you. It was like part of the group chat. Okay, like, yeah, everybody thought it was fucking funny. Everybody thought it was great. Everybody was living vicariously through this person. So it like, all the lies were worth it because it was part of the thrill. This person got off on all this, okay, with someone else, with others, okay? And these people cheered that shit on, right? Yeah, look at. I feel like fear. I feel like no one is afraid of the truth, okay? Except for them. They have a lot to hide. Water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. All right. What else are we talking about? What's this? Yeah, healing. Yeah, you've gone through extensive healing. And there's also extensive healing needed here. I would say there's a lot of healing needed, but it's up to them. You know, you can't force people to heal or change. They have to do it on their own. And I feel like that's what you did. Like, you decided, like, I am no longer responsible for this person's healing, and I'm going to learn my lesson and move on and release this person. They're a burden. I feel like they're missing this connection with you. And because of them missing that connection, they've been retaliating against you this whole time, and even involved a group to do it. Okay? They wanted to appear like the winner in some sort of situation. I feel like you're the gift. This was a major cosmic gift. It helped initiate you, align you, and get you going where you need to go, because you're meant to go somewhere and you're meant to do something. Okay, this is not your forever reality. This was something that you needed to learn, okay, because you were settling for less than. And that is as a result of some things that we all in our lives need to work through. All right, this energy is stuck with their own karmic partner and they're not learning the lessons, and there's a past life issue over here that keeps returning. I do have a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here. Earth sign. Okay, there's an earth sign that could be coming back together. What's this? I feel like you might be going somewhere. Okay, you might be retreating. You might be going somewhere that's more aligned with nature. There could be something that you might be compromising on so that you can kind of ground yourself. You could be like doing some energy work in the woods. What do you want to say about this? It says travel and have new experiences. I feel like, you know, with this earth sign, this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, it could be, let's get more info on that. Who's this Taurus? Okay, so this is a blessing of a new family member. Okay, or this is something that you're creating that might take you towards growth, maybe new experiences, travel, maybe getting away. Okay. What's this? Introverted. Somebody maybe not be saying anything at this time. They might be holding back. Or there could be an earth sign that may find themselves pregnant and they're holding this information back. I feel like maybe there's something about a compromise or coming back together. So this is specific earth sign energy. So that might be for someone. I feel like there very much could be new love here. And I feel like they want you to trust and surrender. That could also be what this is. This could be like birthing something new, or just that it's a new family member. It doesn't need to represent a baby per se, but it also talks about fertility. I feel like maybe there's no communication at this time, so maybe you haven't met this person, but I feel like things are playing out in divine timing, and it's important that you trust and surrender to this. I feel like when it's time, you'll know it. I feel like they will definitely let you know it. Okay. What is there anything else you want to share? What do you want to tell me about this group over here? Let's see. Let's put them over here. We have betrayal, friendship, settling. Let's see. Happiness in reverse. Okay. They're losing their sense of enjoyment. They're not experiencing any kindness, and there's a lack of security. I feel like they're unhappy with this third party, another lifetime, confusion, past life issue, soul contract, karmic contract, Mercury retrograde. Okay. I feel like someone is like, if they don't see it, if they don't hear it, they don't know it. I feel like this person is like, there's no proof, so it's not true, right? Like that's their stickler statement, denial. Yeah, they're making some big decisions. What are they trying to decide? They're trying to figure out, like, yeah, I feel like somebody very much wants to reach out and communicate that they have strong feelings. They have this realization that you could be a soulmate to them, a friendship. Maybe they're wanting to be friends again. Maybe there's a need to kind of text, call, confess, and unblock. All right, so someone's thinking about communicating and what way to best communicate with you. They could be reminiscing about the fact that, like, you know, there was good times with you. Okay, I feel like someone's jealous, someone's watching. Okay, there's a stalker. Okay, I feel like somebody has a lot to say, and I feel like it's the third party. It's almost like this energy from the past wants to talk to you before the third party does. Because the third party is going to tell you everything, and that would ruin their chances with you if they wanted to come back into your energy and you compromised and accepted them back. This is not for you. Confirmation of that. Okay, direction from the angels is to move away from the situation towards peace. All right. Yeah, look at all. They're dealing with a breakdown of their relationship, their marriage, their whatever forever commitment, whatever false promises they made. They're realizing that there's no loyalty there. Okay. And they're realizing that, you know, what they created is a mess, and now they're stuck in their own mess. They may be trying to find a way to get back into your energy so that they can have an out. I heard that. I want out. Okay, somebody wants out. All right. I feel like they're having a hard time dealing with each other. I feel like they're triangulating each other. I feel like it's very dysfunctional and unhealthy. All right, look at somebody wants to apologize. I'm sorry, forgive me, I miss us. So confirmation of that somebody's wanting to get back in your energy. They're not happy where they're at. And this third party, masculine, feminine, gender roles, not specific, not intentionally. But I'm looking at cards with pictures on them. So I'm getting like, yeah, I feel like maybe there's some sort of promise made, and there's a lack of that playing out here. There could be, yeah, and here's why. Lust, physical temptation. I feel like someone is still in this energy, so how can there be any loyalty, right? This is what's at the center of this relationship here, okay? Commitment, temptation, and conflict, and then an apology. So it's kind of like, you know, what's the point? This is the pattern. This is like a trauma bond, okay? Yeah, I feel like you realize this was a blessing in disguise to exit your life. You're grateful, you're content, you have good karma, you have karmic balance. I feel like that's why they want to be in your energy, because it's much better over where you are. This energy jumps, okay? They jump to whatever they can get their hands on. I feel like you intuitively know that this is not something that matches your frequency. All right, there's this energy of like you taking a fresh leap of faith, and it doesn't involve any of this. Maybe that earth sign. Look, it doesn't involve any of that. Yeah, I feel like change is coming for them whether they like it or not. They can't control the situation, and neither can you. I feel like you've also made a lot of changes, and fall could be significant. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I feel like you could be dating and having a romantic relationship. I feel like this is going to be coming into the physical now with the earth. So I feel like whining and dining and getting to know someone, just realize that like you'll be directed to each other. Okay? You don't need to worry about it. If it hasn't already happened, if it's already happened, then just let it fly. Someone feels left out of the cold. I feel like as soon as like you're you know involved, like this closes that chapter, and they're meant to feel this. They may, yeah, look at someone's coming in, and you're someone's treasure, baby. Okay, you're someone's treasure, and you deserve to be someone's treasure. Okay, they're gonna choose you and only you, and you deserve that. Okay, because that's how you operate, so you're attracting that into your reality. Okay, this is gonna result in a proposal, some sort of offer, something that is tangible. All right, something that you can rely on and trust. Yeah, I feel like this very much could be someone who wants to reconcile. So reconciliation could be, you know, something that's on the table for both of these energies and yourself. Someone who wants to be a life partner, you know, someone who sees and makes plans for the future. Okay, not someone who's going to get distracted, okay? Yeah, someone who provides, someone who's like family providing. That's their priority. They prioritize their family. They don't run away from responsibilities. I feel like someone's very triggered, okay? Can't stop overthinking. I feel like you're not triggered by this. I feel like they're needing to maybe tune into their own frequency. Somebody's needing to kind of like, they're not listening to their intuition. Okay, they're not meditating, like they're kind of wandering at this time. Someone's like a wandering soul, They're obsessed. Someone's obsessed. Okay, I feel like they're stalking your socials here. All right. Yeah. Reminiscing. Maybe even looking at past photos or timelines. Past love. Okay. I feel like they want redemption. Yeah. I was so picking. Look at that. Like, they're not coming to make peace. They want to redeem themselves at the cost of you, because they weren't successful the first time. They're going to try it again the second time, third time, fourth time. All right. You're the cosmic gift. Okay. They know this. They know this now. They know what they lost. All right. They have not learned their lesson. I feel like you have, though, and you're moving forward. Okay. They're having a hard time moving forward. All right. What do you want to say about that? Okay, someone new is coming in, okay? And that's going to help you close this cycle once and for all if it's not already closed. I heard their cycle's closed. I feel like this person is not going to be able to come towards you, okay? Even if they tried. There won't be any love bombing or anything like that, all right? I feel like there's breakup here. There's a runner and a chaser, but the chaser's in reverse. Look at this. Yeah, I feel like this energy is, you know, not going to be able to come towards you. There's some sort of protection here when it comes to this. All right. So I feel like this energy protects you. I feel like you're moving towards a forever commitment, a partnership. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Missing you, sabotage, regret, divine guidance from angels. Okay, you're meant to provide this guidance. Step back and trust. Trust where you're being guided. You're on the right path. Someone has a crush on you. Woo! Woo! I love it. Love it, love it, love it. What else we got? Want to keep going? Oh, we got more. Yeah, I feel like birth of a new life. I feel like someone's going to have to experience like whatever they need to experience over here. I feel like nothing new is happening over here. Okay, same old, same old. Okay, there are no boundaries here. This person is not going to speak up. This person doesn't have any self-discipline. This person is confused and stuck and blocked, not seeing clearly, having rose-colored glasses, thinking that things are the way they are, and they're not. There's a lack of clarity here. All right, I feel like the deception, the lies, the facade, especially about this person, I feel like someone's sleeping with the enemy. All right, I feel like you continue to keep your distance, okay? Emotionally and physically. Protect your energy. This person does not have good intentions, whoever they're associated with. Oh, hey now. Look at clarity. Someone sees something clearly. I feel like you're the magic gift, okay? Blessing, all right? You're about to receive something amazing. Pay attention to your dreams. And then I have self-love is the best love. Fantastic. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at marriage. Someone's married, having another relationship outside of this marriage. I feel like there's a lot of secrets when it comes to this. Someone is unsure. This could be a confusion of their lifestyle. I feel like somebody is watching, somebody knows, someone has information. I feel like they want to share this surprising, shocking news. And I feel like your back is to the situation because you give zero shits.